Hey foodies, today I'm just sharing with you some of the elements of my Sunday dinner, my rice and peas and chicken Sunday dinner. And right here I have some chicken thighs in the bowl and I'm seasoning with Easispice, some Maggi chicken seasoning, Fancy Mollasses, some crushed allspice, black pepper, soy sauce, grated ginger, and of course green seasoning. Okay, so the green seasoning that you're seeing here, this is a blend of scallion, thyme, garlic, onion, some scotch bonnet, and parsley. I have the recipe for that on the channel, and it does add a lot of flavor. You're just gonna let this sit in the fridge overnight ideally, or for at least 2 hours if you're doing it the same day. In this pot here, I'm just going to be doing a little sauce to brush on the chicken. So I'm using soy sauce. I'm adding ketchup. I'm also adding some Grace fish and meat sauce. If you can't find that, use your favorite sauce, right? And then I'm adding scallion and thyme and some pineapple juice. Right here, I'm adding some Fancy Molasses because I just like the flavor of it. It's not as strong and overpowering as regular molasses. The ketchup is a bit tart, a bit tangy, so I add brown sugar, add some allspice, and I needed more ginger in this, right? So I added some ginger flavoring, and then just let that simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes, okay? So the oven has been preheated to 350 and I'm just going to be putting these in the oven for 15 minutes with the skin side up. Of course, you can do higher temperatures, but this day I wanted to do 350. So they're out of the oven. Of course, they don't look so gorgeous yet, right? But don't worry. I flip these over. Then I'm just going to put that sauce on there. All right, because this sauce was simmering for maybe 3 minutes. And then I'm just gonna brush it on or spoon it on, whatever you prefer. Then we'll put it back in the oven for 15 minutes. Same 350. So make sure your oven is hot again. Don't turn off that oven once you take the chicken out, right? And then those juices, you're gonna make sure that you pour them into that sauce on the stove and start simmering it again for maybe about a minute. All right. Those flavors from the chicken are gonna make the sauce even nicer. So I did that, put it in the oven, and it's out of the oven again, right? And I flipped it over again. So now we're back to skin side up. Put that sauce all over and put it right back in the oven again. And there we are. All right. If you want to get that sauce more sticky, just put it back in the oven and turn on that broiler and it'll get it nice and caramelized. Look at how gorgeous that chicken turned out. Now for the rice and peas. You know the usual. Pressure your peas with some water and coconut milk or just water. And I put some garlic and some salt in there. I'm using my instant pot with the pressure cooker setting. So once the peas cooked, then you just need to season up that pot. So I put more garlic, I put some allspice berries, fresh thyme right there, some scallion, a little brown sugar, which is optional, some butter, and then the rinsed rice. Give that a stir. And I was going to cook this in the instant pot, but then I changed my mind and did it in the pot on the stove instead. And here we are. Delicious rice and peas. Good to go. There's so many other dishes that we have on Sunday, stew pork, stew beef, oxtail, goat, but rice and peas and chicken, that's one of the typical meals that we Jamaicans love to have on Sunday. It's really delicious, it's easy, it's comforting. I did my little cabbage salad with carrots and peppers, and all of these recipes are on my channel. What's your favorite Sunday dinner? Let me know.